Welcome to my RoboPhobik review. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more. Hey up Switchheads, and I hope you're all well. And so what we have here is a kind of turn-based shooter. You see, it's kind of one of those ones where you move, they move sort of thing. Kind of grid-based in nature, with enemies popping up out of kind of panels in the floor, and normally activated whenever you get close to them. But it does not end there. Oh no, no, no. After you have destroyed them, and even if you don't destroy them, there's a countdown where they actually came out of, and basically if this hits 0 and you're close to proximity, well, they'll just pop out another one. And where this isn't normally a problem if you're just going one direction, insert joke about the band, there is quite a bit of backtracking if you like, but it's not in a nasty, horrible way, if that makes sense. But it does mean that going back to these areas means that another onslaught of the same creature, well, robots as they actually are. Basically, you'll end up moving from place to place, working out how to basically get and open each gate and exit, avoiding traps and saving scientists. Yes, scientists. And they, in return, will put up some of your character stats, shot power or armor, as in. The levels are very much types of mazes and have a cool way of showing where you have unlocked, kind of like flipping from you to there to back again, panning over obstacles and dropping down into stairwells, leading to the places that, well, you've unlocked. Within the game, lifts, stairs, switches, gun pickups, health pickups and more will all be your friends. And it very much has that risk-reward element to it. Should I go and activate all those like robots in order to get that trap or get that gun and, you know, basically risk being destroyed and having to start again? Or should I just avoid them and just carry on where I am and try and find the exit? The game can also be played with more than one character. That is, if you can actually find and unlock them, which will kind of be special like missions during the gameplay. And then it's basically leveling each character up as high as you can and choosing which one you want. And different characters have different elements and different weapons and things like that. Attributes, one might say. Although I do really love how they actually dealt with like the character being pushed aside for another character, and that's all I'm going to say. And yeah, I really enjoyed that bit. There's even bosses within this game which are pretty cool and really difficult, and this definitely adds a bit more challenge and a bit more variety to the gameplay as you progress through it. And I have to admit that they had a great sense of this looks piss easy, and trust me, it really wasn't. I died a lot. In fact, so much so, I wrote down in my notes, shit, this game's getting hard. And it definitely had some moments where you just feel like it's impossible to get past, and it definitely took a good load of lives to get past certain bits of the game. Levels can also get very intricate and, well, for want of a better word, insane sometimes. You have to learn the levels like a puzzler to make it out of them. And you can definitely say that thought has been put into it. Or at least that's how I felt anyway. And definitely like the story that's told in an almost Guy Ritchie way. It's both funny and sort of like interesting to watch. In fact, if any of the devs are watching this, please do let me know down in the comments whether this is what you are actually going for, as it definitely oozed that type of style and humour. And the cutscenes definitely had like different aspects of different things that I recognise kind of in, you know, characters and, you know, the way it's done. Sound, on the other hand, I felt was probably the weakest part of the game, with some weird sounds like for the speech and things like that that I felt personally didn't match or hold up to the quality of the rest of the game. The good, great style. It's hard but still fun. Nice bosses, and the levels felt like puzzles, which to me is a good thing. The bad. Sound felt like it was weak compared to the rest of the game and the rest of the features. I'd probably also say that this game isn't for everybody because of the parts that kind of like clipped into a really hard state. All in all, I've enjoyed my time here, and I'm definitely going to be scoring RoboPhobik a 3+ out of 5. A fun but hard puzzle shooterish type game with plenty to unlock and plenty to do. In fact, what are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comments. And as for my alternative, I'm going to suggest Head Over Heels. I did not know that this game was out on the Nintendo Switch. It's been updated in graphics, obviously, and I'm going to get it, definitely, as it was one of my favourite games growing up. And as usual, if you've got a better or your own alternative to RoboPhobik, then leave it down in the comments where it belongs. And while you're at it, if you have not already, hit that like and subscribe button. Become a member of the Switchheads community by going to our Discord. Link, of course, is down below. We'd love to have you and more people to chat to, because life is better when we switch together.